And on this video, we're gonna take a look at the Pelsee P2 triple channel dash cam. So we get front camera, rear camera, and a cabin camera as well that also supports night vision. This dashcam also supports Wi-Fi, parking monitoring, and more. So first I'll show you what you get inside of this box, then I'll walk you through the features of the dashcam as well as show you driving footage so you can decide if this is the right dashcam for you. And as always, I place a link in the description down below to this dashcam in case you'd like to get one for yourself. And on the back of the dashcam, we get a 2.3-inch color screen and also the cabin camera. The cabin camera also supports adjusting the viewing angle by moving it like this, and does have a little bit of degree as far as moving it to the left or to the right to adjust for tilt. Also notice that the cabin camera has been equipped with infrared night vision, that way we can record in complete darkness. And on the left side, we have the memory card bay, which supports a maximum of 256 gigabytes of memory. And they have already included a 64 gigabyte memory card. And moving to the top, we have the mount with the integrated USB-C port for power and the input for the rear camera. Now, as far as mounting the dashcam, they have provided high-strength double-sided tape. I can peel this back and then attach this to my car. Additionally, the mount also has tilt capability. I'm gonna move this as far as it goes in one direction and as far as it goes in the other direction so you can see the range of it. And finally, the mount is of the detachable type in case we wanted to remove the dashcam or reinstall it back onto the vehicle. The rear camera is meant to be installed on the inside of the vehicle with high-strength double-sided tape, which I can peel and then attaches to the car. The rear camera view angle is also adjustable, and the mount supports vertical mounting by turning it in this direction. Now I can apply the rear camera to a vertical surface. And the included rear camera extension measures approximately 19 feet. And the power adapter includes a right angle USB-C connector, and the adapter also has a secondary USB port on the back. That way we can power the dashcam and also a device of our choice. You can see we are shown the front view of the vehicle. We also have the rear view, and we also have the cabin view, as well as date and time, and a couple of icons showing us the options that are enabled, including this red blinking dot indicating that we are in fact recording. And the very first button on the left allows us to take a picture. The next button allows us to enter into the menu and the settings. We'll come back to that later. And the third button allows us to switch views. Here is the front view, here is the rear view, here is the cabin view, and finally, again, that view where it shows us all three at the same time. And the very last button, tapping that button flags the section of the video that is currently recorded as being important. Notice how the red blinking dot changed into a yellow blinking dot. That way we can locate this video a lot easier in the future among the many hours that this dashcam can potentially record. But the fourth button also has a different functionality if I hold it down, and that is it enables privacy mode. Notice how it has turned off the cabin camera, so we're now only recording the front view and the rear view. And if I want to re-enable the cabin camera, I can press and hold again, and now again we are recording all three cameras at the same time. But now let's move over to the settings of the dashcam with the second button on the bottom. And the very first one is parking mode, which does require the optional hardwire kit. And we have two options. We are given time-lapse recording, and we are also given a standard G sensor recording, which is where allows the dashcam to detect that an impact has taken place when the car was parked, so it can record that incident. The next icon is going to be Wi-Fi, and this allows us to turn on the Wi-Fi to access that via the app. And we also have a file explorer. Inside the File Explorer, we have the videos that have been recorded, sorted out into different folders. We get the standard video of us just driving around, locked video potentially showing car crashes, and any pictures that we might have taken. And if you go inside one of these folders, you'll notice that they are further divided into front camera, cabin camera, or rear camera. Let's take a look at front camera. And here are the videos. I'm gonna hit OK, and we can play them back directly on the dash cam. And this dashcam also supports voice controls. Let's test them out. Take picture. Show rear camera.
The rear camera's view is displayed.
Show front camera.
The front camera's view is displayed.
Turn off display.
The screen is turned off.
But before I show you the settings menu, I also want to show you the list of voice commands that are supported if you want to control the dashcam using your voice. But now let's take a look at the settings menu. And we have the ability to change the resolution for 4K for the front camera, while the rear and the cabin continue to record at 1080p, or we can have the front record at 2K, while the cabin and the rear stay at 1080p if you want it to fit more onto the memory card. You can also turn off sound recording, and you can also adjust the G sensor, which allows the dashcam to detect when you get into a car crash, so it can flag that video and you can locate that easier in the future. Next up, we also have the ability to change the language between different languages that are built in on here, and we can also enable a screensaver, which can come on after a certain period of time. And let me show you what the screensaver looks like. And there are more settings that we can change on this dashcam if we wanted to customize it, and also adjusting whether we want that voice control to be enabled or disabled. Moving over to the next page of settings, we can also adjust the speed unit of the dashcam between kilometers per hour and miles per hour, and whether we want to have this speed shown on the video that is being recorded, and if we want to enable a speeding alarm to be notified when we are going over a certain speed. We can also turn off the cabin camera if we don't plan to use it. We can adjust the rear view as far as vertical or horizontal orientation, and we also have a shortcut to download the app. Well, now let's move over to the app so I can show you the rest of those features as well. And the app is called Pelsee Cam, and it is available for Apple and Android devices, and it connects to the dashcam using Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it shows us a live view coming from the dashcam. We also have this little microphone icon if we wanted to temporarily mute the microphone, and we can tap that again to re-enable audio recording again. Also with this icon, we can switch views. Tapping that is gonna switch us over to the rear view. Tapping that one more time, so switch us over to the cabin view, and tapping that one more time is gonna switch us back to the front view. And if we wanted to enlarge the view, we can tap that icon and that is gonna enlarge that. Tapping the icon returns us back to the smaller view. We can also stop the current recording by tapping this icon right here. And if we wanted to re-enable recording, we can tap that icon one more time. There's also a camera icon that allows us to take a picture. And to access the videos that are on the dashcam, I'm gonna tap this icon located on the lower left corner of the screen. You'll notice that the videos have been sorted out into different folders. The very first one, called Loop, that is potentially video of us just driving around, maybe nothing exciting happened there. Then we have the snapshot folder, which can contain any pictures that we might have taken. And then we have a log folder. Videos that potentially involve a car crash are gonna be located here. And finally, we get a parking folder for any videos that were taken during parking monitoring. But let's also play back a video. I'm gonna tap this video right here, which is the cabin video, and you'll notice that it's gonna stream from the dashcam, which means the copy is on the dashcam, but I can download a copy into my phone using this download icon. I could also take a screenshot, and I can also choose to delete this video. We also get this icon on the lower right hand corner, and that takes us to some of the dashcam settings. But now that I've shown you the main features of this unit, let's take it out for a test drive, including the audio test, to see how well it actually performs. And this is an audio test of the Pelsee P2 Trio dashcam, and I am sitting on the driver's side seat. And this is an audio test of the Pelsee P2 Trio dashcam, and I am standing outside the driver's side door. And one thing that people ask me regarding this style of dashcams is, can you move the camera to capture a little bit more of the outside? And this is what it looks like if I move it towards the driver's side, in case I wanted to capture an interaction with somebody outside that window. And this is what it looks like if I move it as far as the passenger side, again, if I wanted to capture the interaction with somebody on that side. Now, how much you'll actually be able to capture when you move the camera the way I'm doing it right now is going to depend on where the dashcam was installed and positioned on the windshield. So remember, I placed a link in the description down below to this dashcam in case you'd like to get one for yourself. And if you're curious to see the full installation process for a dashcam, I have already made a video covering that. I'll put a link to that video in the description as well. And if you have any other questions regarding this dashcam, please put that in the comments down below. And if you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel and stay tuned as I have a lot more dashcam reviews coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.